'Twas the night before Judgment, and all over the house, not a creepy crawler was crawling, not even a mouse. The Holy Spirit knocked on door to door, went to every single house, bringing fair judgment, good karma to those people who are no longer in a drought. They tried to delay it. They tried to slay it. What is it? They tried to take away divine truth, North Node divinity energy. Now they're playing slow, laying low, but they don't need to play slow. They are slow, too slow, not fast enough for this divine truth that's coming out faster than the speed of light. Listen, welcome to Spiritual Court TV, broadcasting live 24/7, 365, divine truth by way of oracle messages. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. Bring your intuition. Never leave home without it. Bring your discernment too. If you know what's good for you, bring your spirit team. Somebody's got to pack it up and ship it out. Whatever it is, somebody was trying to sit in somebody's seat, be in somebody's house, and they're an uninvited guest. And they were politely asked to leave, but they refused because somebody couldn't unsee the fact that they weren't you. They wanted what you had, but they didn't really want to be you, because being you is too difficult. Being you means North Node energy, divinity, earth angel energy. They would really have to assume the position by way of energy and be in a high frequency. And as we revealed in the previous readings, a lot of these people can't even come out of the dark. It's a divine art, though. When you think about how you can move through the dark, though, and into the light, that's a gift. Access has been granted for those people that chose the light. I'm sorry they missed the dark. I'm sorry they missed the light. I'm sorry they missed the angel in you. I'm sorry they miss your light. They miss your light. They want that light. They miss all that good love that you were giving them. This is not a sad story for those people that are suffering in the dark. We're not here to throw any pity parties. Not at all. What we're here to do is shed the light on situations with the hopes that it's going to help people understand that karma is real and she never misses. So feel free to surrender whatever pain you have. Allow it to go away and know that everything always turns out fair, that everything that is good for those who are doing good always works in your favor in all ways, because in all ways, all is well. Listen, divine creator. It seems like achievement is the energy after what appears to be a devastating ending for people that were bound to the dark, committed to the dark. They wanted the dark arts. They ended the dark arts. Now they're looking for somebody to help them. They need to get out of your house. It's time to pack it up, ship it out, get out of your bed, get out of your business, get out of your house, get away from your door. They've been spiritually evicted. These are people that did not want to leave your energy. They need to call somebody. They need to call a friend, a family member, maybe another dark alliance or whatever they got going on in the dark, because you've achieved your goal. After somebody said that something was over for you, endings, okay? That never came because that was never part of God's plan. Something like that. The roads have been closed. Most High God is going to make it to where once they're evicted out of your house and escorted out by way of these angels, because the angels have been invoked to snatch them up out of your house. You ever seen somebody just get snatched up, swallowed up by divine angels real quick because they don't want to move. They don't want to shake their feet. They don't want to get out of your house, and they've already spiritually been evicted. First and foremost, they were never invited. You ever just seen somebody uninvited? It's an uninvited guest. They're not welcome. They're not a housemate. The angels are snatching them up. The angels are swallowing them up, devouring them up, casting them back into their portals and their dark dimensions from whence they reside. That is their domicile. That is where they are. They're very domesticated in the dark. They love it there. That's why they never chose the light. I'm sorry they didn't see the light in me. I'm sorry they didn't see the light in you. That divine spark, your good intentions, your good prayers. You prayed for these people. You slaved for these people. You were a slave for these people. And then you recovered and you stood your ground. And the moment you released them, they ceased to exist. Now they're sitting up looking at you and these achievements, and you cease to amaze them. That's what I just heard. That's what was said. Beyond the veil, we see through it. It's see-through. It's transparent. Who the hell they think they fooling? Who they think they fooling with the flying monkeys in the reverse? You ever seen a flying monkey get swallowed up by a supernatural being, angel, alien being from a whole nother realm? You ever seen a flying monkey get swallowed up? Flying monkeys are they always talking something nasty. They're always looking for whom they can speak their words onto. That's a flying monkey. I just heard their words are being snatched out of their mouth before they even get it out. The moment they think they have the thought to say something, they lose that thought. They lose that word. Why? Because their words are useless. In the dark, it's quiet. Mum's the word. Shut up and go to sleep. You've been dead anyway. Go to sleep, flying ass monkey. Oh, they don't like that. Flying monkey in the reverse. Snatched up. They got to get up out your house. Something about you achieving some goal. You know, these are people that like to test your spirit. But they don't have the answers to the final exam. It's D-Day. It's judgment time. Arrest warrants have been issued. Subpoenas have been sent out. People got to go to spiritual court. Jail sentences are being issued. Verdicts are coming down from the highest realm. How high is too high? Nothing's above this realm. There's nothing above it. There's only eternal source. That's it. It's coming down from the creator. And that's a fact. They got to pack it up and ship out. Yeah, I just heard, I think you better call Tyrone. Call him and tell him, come on, help you get your things. Whatever you got to do, you need to call Tyrone, get him on the phone, text him, call you an Uber, whatever this is. Unclean spirit is what I just heard. Let me tell you something about an unclean spirit. They stink. They smell like death. They could take a lot of showers and baths and spray on perfume and they still have that demon, that attachment oozing out of them. And I don't mean people that have been attacked by unclean spirits, because you got some people that have been attacked and people try to attach unclean spirits. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who are the unclean spirit. They have no interest in divinity. They have no interest in ascending. They have no interest in humanity. They're selfish in their pursuits, and it always leads them to doom. They think they got it all figured out while they're gossiping and talking. They're getting snatched up by things they can't even see. They have stuff on their ass haunting them that they can't even see. Itchy and scratchy. That's what I just heard. Itchy and scratchy. It's giving jitterbug. It's giving jitterbug. It's giving demonic jigaboo. No racism. Listen, let's get into it. Okay? Holy Spirit, Divine Mother. What's going on here, Holy Spirit? Give me current energy. It's Judgment Day. Lust energy. That's all that's going on in the dark. Is lust. There's no love. There's no joy. There's just lust. Okay? You ever seen two dry bags of bones trying to grind up and hunch when they don't have no good energy? Ew. It's nasty. Lust energy, endings, flying monkeys. Yeah, it's over. You've been set free from some type of curse, some type of hex, some type of whatever this is. Okay. Bondage in the reverse. You achieve something, chosen one, that's a really big deal. And you know what's interesting about it? You could just kind of be moving in silence, you know? It's like, oh, okay, I overcame that. This is a huge deal. This type of energy that these people sent, people don't survive. You got people that have unfortunately taken themselves out due to this energy. And you didn't do that. You achieved some type of goal, some type of soul activation. Yeah, look. Forbidden voodoo. Doing voodoo on an earth angel, a celestial being, a messenger of God, an oracle. This was always going to be a bad idea. And anybody that knew about it, had an idea about it, tapped into the energy and was aware of it and did not report it to spiritual court as something being negligent. That's what oracles are supposed to do. That's what readers are supposed to do. If you're flipping the cards and you're aware that somebody's doing something unfair and you feel like, well, that's not my business. Well, you tapped into the energy. So that makes it your business. You're a mandated reporter to spiritual court. You're a mandated reporter to the divine. Otherwise, what the hell are you doing divination for? For your own selfish needs and personal, what, just to be nosy? No, divination is something where we talk to the divine. We use these cards as a tool to tap into messages that need to be sent to the divine. We're mandated reporters. That's a spiritual violation. So anybody that was aware, made aware, didn't know, or added to or subtracted from the magic that was being done on the chosen one, your hands are dirty. You getting snatched up. It's D-Day. Arrest warrants have been issued. We got some restraining orders too, because some of these people didn't want to get out your house. They've been restrained by dark forces. Now they mad. They don't have the rights. We're not even allowing them the authority over the feeling of animosity. We're not even giving them permission to have the audacity to have any animosity. Yeah, I just heard that's bum bitch activity. We're not giving you that. No, We're not doing that. If you came here for that, that's not what this is about. The people that's really doing the work, the people that's really doing that work, the people that stayed up on their prayers, the people that stayed up on their cleansings, the people that was crying out to the Most High God, the people that was going through spell work, gang stalking, all of that, stalking in real life, covens hunting you down, putting bounties on your head, sending spiritual headhunters after you. They wanted your crown. They wanted your head on the mantle, psychic attacks, mental illness. They sent you everything. But what was everything for them was nothing for you, because the divine walks with you. The creator walks with you. These people shot for the head. This is like a spiritual execution. They wanted your crown. They wanted your head, but your head belongs to the divine. And some of these people are spiritualists. So they could have tried to find out who rules your head, you know, and Santeria and voodoo and leukemia and palomayambe and all these different spiritual practices, you know, some of them have their heads are ruled by certain deities, or so they think. They've been crowned with certain spirits on top of their heads. They have no identity. Their conscious mind has been controlled by something else. The real Orisha cannot be paid for, bought, and or initiated by way of ceremonies, ceremonial practices that are under full judgment, stealing people's money, taking all their money to connect them to their ancestors, has absolutely nothing to do with conscious awakening and assisting people on their spiritual journey. All of that is under judgment. Somebody wanted to know who rules your head? The creator does. Which creator? The divine. Huh? Yeah. The Most High? Uh-huh. When karma spent the block, 'twas the night before judgment. and all through the house. Karma spent the block. No karmic was there. They were in a drought, somewhere dried out, messed up, crying and hiding in the dark. Before they could even get casted out, some of them ran away to the dark, abandonment. They're trying to run from that voodoo. Everything they spoke. Now, they done woke up some voodoo spirits too, okay? Yeah, somebody tried to connect with Marie Laveau, and she whooped your ass real quick. Karmic masculine, you tried to connect to Marie Laveau. Or Baran Lacroix. Croix. Lacroix. Sex and death. It's a nasty bastard out here. Lust, sex, and death. That's what I just heard. Tried to bind you. Okay? Blocked. Earth angel. I can't make this up. No access. Somebody tried to do this to an earth angel. It was ordained to be that way. What a beautiful orchestrated plan. Because the divine is like, I know who I created. I know what I created. I know who my child is. I know what I sent you to do. Let them. Let them. I'm going to show up every time for you. I'm going to show them that the divine is not dead. I'm going to show them that the divine is real, that the creator is still sitting on creator's throne, and that creator has the final judgment. When people say, I call judgment, the only person that can call final judgment is the divine. Not none of the gods that they're positioning or petitioning or putting in positioning. Somebody wanted to position you to be under scrutiny of a God that they were petitioning. Thank you, Spirit. Love spell in the reverse. We don't do love spells. The only way to do a real love spell is to speak love over yourself and emanate, that divine energy. That's what that's about. Somebody could have their tongue tied, because I always get my words out. I don't never have any issues enunciating. You know, my major at Tuskegee University was English and pre-law. So one thing I know how to do is read and write, and somebody is having it difficult, like trying to get their words out. Somebody could be a stuttering Stanley on the stand, stuttering that ass off, because I never have issues getting my words out. Bliss energy. It was your blissfulness that they wanted. It was your blessings. It was your achievements. It was your light. It was your love. That's what they wanted. That's what they petitioned for. Okay? You got family and you got faith. Look at your bloodline. That's the 10 of Cups right there. This is you being the one that was chosen to bear all the weight of the sins of the bloodline that you carry. Don't get that confused with the sacrificial lamb. The presentation of the sacrificial lamb is like presenting you to be so meek that you're weak. You're no longer the wounded warrior. You've been healed by the divine. Remember, we were in the wounded warrior energy. We were like, damn, when is this stuff gonna stop? It was never meant to stop. These people would have kept going had they been given a chance and or opportunity, to the death of them. And so that's the only thing that's been granted, to the death of them. Since they didn't want to stop, you were never meant to stop. You're connected to the creator. Creator says, well, I'm just going to send you more power from on high. You're like, damn, when are you going to send it? Tap in, talk to me first. Creator's like, keep your mind on me. I'm going to keep you in perfect peace and make sure you're not falling away into pieces so that you're not all over the place. Some of you could be having dreams about family members that want to apologize to you because they see that you're on the good end of karma. Some of those people in your family, they were being seduced, y'all, by entities, deities, all kinds of stuff, marine spirits. Okay. So forgive them quickly. Thank you, Spirit. What's this energy? A love offer. Yeah, you got somebody that wants to come in and apologize. Some of these people were under spell work, okay? Forgive them and continue moving on with your destiny. Reconciliation is up to you, okay? Real love coming in, okay? So now that the curse has been broken, yeah, somebody in your family is going to need you. This person could be suffering mentally. This person could be a casualty of war. Somebody was too weak. Okay. So you got people within the bloodline that could have been consumed by deities and entities. And so they went against you. Okay. These were the weak links, y'all. These were the people that were easily persuaded, the people that couldn't have their own mind. You tell them anything, they believe it. So it's easy to possess them with the spirit of jealousy and envy. These are people that were being used as tools against you. These were the weapons, the physical weapons that were being used against you that did not prosper. They're in poverty and bad mental health. Somebody's desperately going to need you because something has shifted. Something has shifted drastically. You got real love here, okay? In order to have real love, you got to have divinity. In order to have real love and bliss and faith and love offered, you got to have divinity. You got evil eye energy. These were people that were being used as weapons to be formed against you. They're possessed. They were possessed and might still be possessed. These are the people that now have to fight through the same demons and darkness that you did in order to get to the Most High God. What's the worst that can happen? They got to cry out to the Creator. For how long? Well, listen, what's long? What's length? What's time when it's an illusion? If you really give any thought to your dark night of the soul, it was in the blink of an eye, at least according to eternity by way of the Creator, because Creator is saying, I know what I created you to be. The Creator is not a creator. That Creator can project fear out. All is well, all meaning whole, total, complete, one with the divine. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Expectation. Whoever this karmic masculine is that went to do some type of voodoo, made some type of offering, whatever this is, that tried to bind you, you broke free from this curse. You are free from this nasty, raggedy, dirty ass, bum ass bastard. This person felt like they could control your fate. They felt like they could tell you what to do. Now they're feeling the blunt force of all the energy. Whatever they told the entity, the energy to do, they're running from it. This shit is chasing them around. Somebody could be itching, scratching, going through all kinds of stuff. Whatever they told this entity to do to you, it's now happening to them. Okay? They don't get the right to give the evil eye. They don't get the right to have the audacity to have animosity. And they don't get the right to abandon judgment. It's D-Day. 'Twas the night before judgment. And all through the house, people were being evicted out of your space. Not a creepy crawler was crawling, not even a mouse. Something like that. Somebody's mad. Hey, they getting caught up in spiritual court. Didn't I just tell you they're getting messages and notifications and subpoenas to go to spiritual court? But look, a lot of them are just getting messages of their verdict. Some of them aren't even invited into spiritual court. Like spiritual court is like, please don't grace us with your presence. That's not a gift. Stay your bum ass at home. We'll just send an arrest warrant to your house. That's an angel, boo. This is the same demons too that's coming for you that you sent out to an earth angel. How you like them apples? That'll teach them. Earth is a school. So now these people got to go back to first grade, maybe even to pre-K and start all over again. Learning basic manners like keep your hands to yourself. Keep your nasty, lustful energy to yourself. Message of concern. Yeah, that's a message from the Most High God. Bearing false witness, lying under oath. When they were asked, what the hell would they listen? When they were asked on the stand, somebody just made some shit up. Lying in the presence of the Creator. People who lack conscience will even lie to themselves. They were bold enough to even lie to the Most High God too. I think you better call Tyrone's ass and tell him, come on and help you get your things, because you're being evicted out of divine creator's house. For now, erased out of the book of life. And that's just what it is. Now, somebody's sitting up like, oh my God, that's so harsh. That's exactly what they wanted for the collective. Why does that need to be hard? Why does that need to be a hard judgment? Why is that so bad? That's what they wanted. Maybe what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and maybe it's time for somebody to get a nice heaping spoonful of that toxic, tonic, poisonous energy that they kept trying to force feed an earth angel. And we're not even bitter or mad about it. We got every right to be mad about it. But the creator is so good. Why? Self-love. They were trying to stop you from loving yourself. This wanted to come up in the reverse. That means like self-care, brushing your teeth, combing your hair, taking a bath. This is what this karmic masculine wanted for you. And whoever else was connected to them. And now they're mad because the voodoo doll is just a doll that doesn't have your scent, your energy, your essence, accord, nothing. Complete and total destruction. 'Twas the night before destruction. It's a bad morning, but for them, they thought it was a good morning when they were trying to see if what they were doing to you was working, and they thought that they were watching your demise. This was delusional at best. It's a really good example of delusion. Sometimes we need good examples of delusion so we can see that shit from afar, so we know, oh, okay, that's not what I want. Listen, the spirit team just got bigger. The spiritual ranks just went up. Conflict. What they fighting for? They don't even have the right to fight. In spiritual hell, in spiritual jail. Shut your ass up. And go to hell block 2. Get your celly and take them with you. You wanted them demons so bad, now you're going to be in bed with them. You bound to them. Bondage in the reverse. We have been freed of a curse and a hex on all high vibrational bloodlines. Now, damn it, I said we being called to high honor. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Order in the damn court. Okay? And when you came for the children, oh man, you added even more to your sentence. This is really the straw that broke the camel's back. For some of you, this has been happening since you were a child. Not no more. Not anymore. They did this to a divine child. Oh, let me tell you something. The creator is so funny to me. The divine loves making examples out of people like this. This is where the divine gets an opportunity to flex, to shine. Through the people who give reverence to the creator, source, divine, pure love, pure light, pure creativity. People that he has sent into the earth not to fail, not to fumble, not to stumble, but guiding their steps and to achieve the achievable. Because the creator is with me. Whom shall I fear? Which one of you raggedy bastards want to step up, jump up to get knocked down? What you got protecting you? Creator. Huh? These demons or whatever they playing with, they go by different names. They're no match for the divine creator. They don't even have the right. They're not even being granted, amnesty from being in a deep-seated animosity. We're not even allowing you the audacity to continue being jealous and envious. Bitch, you ain't got the right. You ain't got the damn right. 'Twas the night before your destruction. And all through the house, now you bitches is silent, on mute. You could hear a pin drop. You could hear a mouse licking a ball of cotton if you just zoom in real easy. It's so quiet. But with flying monkeys in the reverse, they had so much to say. Why ain't nobody got nothing to say now? Yeah, I just heard, okay. What was said? Okay. That's what was said. You getting your ass whooped. You getting your ass two-pieced in a biscuit. No, this is the wrath of the creator on your neck. You got the devil whooping your ass, the demons whooping your ass, and the creator is allowing it. The creator is saying it's mandatory. Who sent the demons to whoop your ass? The creator did. Huh? What? God is love. I just let that. Yeah, okay. Why you didn't say that when you was trying to hex and curse an earth angel? How come God wasn't love when you was trying to hex an earth angel? Yeah, they sitting up. I need to praise you like I should. Praise you. I need to praise you like I should. They don't want to give you your flowers. They don't need to give you a damn thing. We're not receiving anything from people that are stuck and bound, submerged like quicksand and ill repute and ill intentions and very dark and nasty, funky little bastard ass energy. These are bastards, man. They have no origin. They have no lineage. They have no beginning, no end. They have nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. They were reaching for things that they knew nothing about, opening up doors they knew nothing about, reaching for keys to locks that they didn't know how to unlock, but they still kept reaching. And the level of patience, the level of allowing things to like kind of unfold as they should is something that only the great immaculate one can do. I just heard immaculate conception. The amount of time, patience, love, temperance, balance that went into allowing these people to do something different is one for the books. And this is why the suffering is so severe. These are repeat offenders. They thought they were authors of the air, only to be a flying monkey in a reverse. Every word they spoke was so dense and dark that every single day they're allowed to take a deep breath. They will remember those words and they will watch the same words that they spoke over us resonate in their own lives. Times 10. It's going to be twice as nice or twice as naughty. Listen, abusive, negligent, mean-spirited. They laughed, they cackled. When they thought the earth angel was down, they tried to stone you to death, basically, with their words, and they were hoping that it would hold some weight. Oh, they don't like that. Now we putting all that karma on a plate, and we making them eat that shit. We making them eat that shit. That's what y'all wanted. Y'all just heard Kanye West. Them saying we eat pieces of shit like y'all for breakfast. Ugh, y'all eat pieces of shit? Yeah, they do. Unclean spirits. Your intuition was your guide. Why? Because the creator rules your crown. That's why. The creator gave you a gift. The creator rules your crown. Yeah, listen. You've ascended to a light body. You're seeing orbs. You may have even felt like you went through an alien abduction. Nah, you'll be fine. You thought you was dying? Maybe you did. Okay, that's fine. Okay. And here we are. These people are obsessed. They can't even digest your level of understanding. Now they're obsessed. We need to praise you like we should. Praise you. They worship anything that they think is going to give them something because they're weak-minded, feeble-minded. Worshiping anything other than the divine is going to lead you to destruction. And the divine is beyond worship. Creator wants action. Creator wants achievements. Creator wants you to validate your earth angel activities in this earth. That's who you report back to. Validate yourself. Activate your earth angel contract. You have a contract with the creator. They got contracts with the devil. They got contracts with demons of which you're not responsible. Somebody tried to bind you to a dark contract. I just heard, I know you can lie. Boss energy. What's the energy over here? What's this about? What's going on? Nice guy in the reverse. Somebody's an asshole. Okay. Let's have a toast for the assholes. Let's have a toast for the douchebags. And every one of them that we don't know. These are people that you used to know. Okay? These are people that you used to know. Somebody still don't know how to sit their bum ass down. You still sitting up trying to project your nasty ass energy. You still don't know how to sit your dumb ass down. Jezebel energy. Look, this is current energy. Still don't know how to sit your dumb ass down. Entity attachment, confusion, Jezebel, just all messed up. Somebody's not a nice guy. Somebody's an asshole. Okay. Now their ass is on their face and they smell like ass and they've been talking too much shit. So they smell like shit. Okay. That's just kind of how it goes. Okay. They tried to eyeball, tried to steal your position. Boss represents leadership, held in high honor. Okay. This could also be a business owner, abundance, money. It's always something tangible. It's always something temporary. It's always something that comes and goes for these people by way of what it is that they're asking for. Now, the entity is not listening to them anymore. So they really got a lot of problems. And somebody's been sitting with that doll all night and they don't know how to solve it. They can't feel your energy. They can't access you. The demons last night when I did the reading, all the offerings were coming up in the reverse. I said, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I just heard, Houston, we have a problem. We got a problem. Imprisonment. We ain't got a damn problem. They got a problem. Spiritual jail and hell is where they're going. Houston, Texas could be significant. Karmic feminine in Houston, Texas. That's what I just heard. I just heard Houston, we got a problem. Is that what that is? Clarify Houston, we got a problem. Little Houston witch. In Texas, okay, there's somebody that everybody goes to. They're trusted by their community. Okay, that's what's up. Somebody's high ranked amongst a whole bunch of low vibrational ass people. Clarify Houston. Spirit says that's the truth. Houston, Texas? Why did I hear that? Something about protection. There could be an earth angel in Houston, Texas. Oh, what's false narrative? Houston, Texas. Somebody's concerned. Somebody's concerned. Somebody told this person, there's a Houston witch, bitch, you getting pulled out. We gonna yank you so hard. You know, let me tell you something. I just heard, don't nobody mess with Texas. Okay. Leave Texas alone. Okay. Spiritually, I can tap into Texas. I get Texas. I get it. I get it. I get it. But it's some raggedy bum ass witches. It's a witch in Houston because I heard Houston, we got a problem. Somebody said that they could take your protection. Whoever they went to, whoever this practitioner is in Houston, Texas, they said we can tap into this person's energy. We could take their protection. Trust me. Whenever somebody say, trust me, run. Because if you're trusting them, you don't trust yourself. And you're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting the divine. The creator has left the building. You're now in a contract with somebody that wants to be your God. Somebody that wants you to believe in them. Okay. Now these people sitting up looking dumb as shit. False narrative. They set up with a practitioner in Texas, talked about you. Now they both sitting up looking like this. I bet the hell they are. I bet the hell they are. Clarified. Plus the night before. Yeah, I can't make this up. Obsessing over a divine masculine. There's a divine masculine. Okay. Texas can be significant. That's untouched and unbothered. Somebody was coming for a divine masculine. Somebody could be 22 years old, 18 years old, something like that, 26, 15. Okay. These are very divine people, 21 years old, something like that, 15 years old. Somebody's a divine masculine, and this person is untouched. Somebody said, I can do the work for you. Don't worry. We're going to do it. But now the clock is ticking. The number 33 could be significant. Somebody is an ascending master, ascending to mastery. That's the direction of going towards the divine or becoming one with the creator. Yeah, somebody got to go. I just heard it's jail, hell, or to the grave. Maybe all of the above. This is what they sent out. The number 19 could be significant. Okay. Somebody could be 19 years old. Somebody could be 29 years old. Clarify. Something was supposed to happen within a certain amount of time, but somebody missed the fact that somebody's a real star seed. Okay. This is a divine masculine. This could be your son. This could be your husband. This could be a father. This is a boss. This is somebody that's destined for stardom. This is somebody that returned back to this earth with good karma. They chose a mother with the same vibrational frequency as them, and a father. This is somebody that's divine. Show me this witch down in Houston, Texas. What the hell happened? You tried to come for a star seed, standing in the background looking crazy. Now we can read your thoughts and you look dumb as shit. Your dolls ain't working. Your jars ain't working. Your magic ain't working. You waiting on the full moon because that's the only time you feel like you can work with energy by way of density and illusions. But now you see that everybody's well with the moon and the dark side of the moon. The eclipse came and took care of that. Okay. I just heard Sweetport. Is that Louisiana? Why I hear Sweetport? Oh, all of the wicked ones are coming out today. What happened? Okay, there's an earth angel over there. So justice is being served. Look, I can't make it up. There's a karmic feminine witch over there that's under severe judgment. She is the root worker. She has established her territory in that region. People know her as the root lady. That's what I just heard, the root lady. She gives out gree bags, but it's not for protection. It's for her own selfish pursuits. She don't care about protecting nobody. She's working everybody. Okay. She doesn't have any clients that she respects. What's rich guy energy? Rich guy. Twin flame energy. Okay. So let's talk about these twin flame dynamics. All twin flame relationships are on hold until further notice. Why? Because the most focus right now is being required on self-love, going within, one with the creator. Twin flame dynamics are on hold on the external. Internally, we're being called to tap into this energy more and more. This is where we get led to divinity, period. So people can stop searching for their person, okay? We got a spiritual battle going on here. And people like, is he coming in? I see people on readings and, that's fine. That's where they're at. Am I going to meet the love of my life? Listen, if you asking that kind of question, no, you're not. Because you haven't established the fact that you're the love of your life. You're all you need. Sing a love song to yourself for the next 21 days. That's an assignment, and see what happens. Every time you put that love song on and you get a thought about him, her, or him, block them out and put yourself in that mind's eye and sing that love song to yourself. Self-love, okay? All twin flame soulmate dynamics. Is he my person? Is she my person? All that's on hold. Why? Because the creator is ironing some things out. That's why. You had so many people trying to bind you, block you from love. Listen, what was the antidote? How did you get up out of the magic? Self-love. One with the creator. That's how you did it. You cut the cord to a version of yourself that can no longer be affected by somebody neglecting you or making you feel away or feeling like you got to please people, or all of that is like insecure behavior. That's self-hatred. This is why these practitioners are so successful, because they can only reach for people who lack understanding and divinity. Now these root workers are scared. Okay, I just heard Queens Village, New York. Your ass is under judgment. You about to be in poverty. The root worker out there, guilty. You're done. You came up against a real alchemist, a chosen one. I can't make it up. Thank you, creator. You were told to stop. Sit your bum ass down. But see, people like this, they don't like to do that. Root worker. There you go. Somebody paid to do spell work. Somebody's from Queens Village, New York. Okay. This root worker is going into poverty. You know why? Because all her magic or his magic is backfiring. They've been found guilty in spiritual court. Says who? The creator. 'Twas the night before judgment. And all through the house, you could hear a damn pin drop. You couldn't even hear the mouse. Let me catch a mouse in my house. I swear you're going to get your ass out. Listen, they've been evicted out of your energy, trickster energy. A lot of these people went to practitioners who were tricksters. They know they can't touch no chosen one. They thought the magic was working because they really wanted to believe that it was. Alchemists. You can't attack no chosen one. That's a natural born alchemist. Okay. So whoever the practitioner is, now the spell is broken. Now the people that, ask them to do the work are waking up from the spells. Las Vegas, Nevada, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. These are names that I'm hearing. I heard Florida. Okay, so Florida had a red sky. I did a reading on that like a month before it happened. Spirit woke me up in the middle of the night. I'm like, I said, Miami, Florida. Something about Florida, Fort Lauderdale, okay? Savannah, Georgia. Y'all asses is under judgment. That portal that they keep opening in Savannah, Georgia, y'all asses is dumb. It's like every jurisdiction, every area, every parish, every coven, every group, every collaboration. It's all under judgment. Okay. Clarify. The Savannah, Georgia witches, they've been sitting on gold mines. They were sitting on Mecca. Georgia is a very prosperous area, depending on the ley line that you gravitate to by way of density. It keeps you grounded, but also they're near water. Okay. All that witchcraft that y'all did over at Lake Lanier, y'all about to get y'all ass whooped over there. Y'all didn't know that? You didn't know that we could see that? Yeah, them spirits are in distress and they don't like the fact that you're messing with oracles who are helping them to ascend. Those spirits in Lake Lanier are pissed off. So all you people that went over there, you little Georgia witches, and did some little offering over at the water, your ass is done. Suspicious deaths. How many people have y'all unalive? Them Georgia witches got it coming. Savannah, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, Houston, Texas, Las Vegas, Nevada. I just heard East LA, East Los Angeles. Y'all thought that was something in Florida when the sky went red? You ain't seen nothing yet. That's nothing to be amused with. That's something to pay attention to. That's an environmental change. That's a cosmic shift. That's uprooting the work. Everything that was buried in the earth is being uprooted. Them jars. A lot of crossroads energy. Let's see this crossroads energy. Why am I seeing this? A lot of people went to the crossroads trying to cross people up, hex them, curse them, redirect their destinies. Okay. You were talking to trickster spirits. Those spirits always knew that you would come. They knew that you would be there before you knew that you would be there. And they came to set you up properly and give you exactly what it is that you deserve. Clarify. I just heard Compton, California. There's your crossroads. Notice the two swords. Is that not a cross? Somebody tried to do something at a crossroads to redirect a love relationship. Oh yeah, you got offerings at the crossroads, near the railroad tracks. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. Somebody offered something to Ogun. Somebody left the offering there. Somebody left something to the gatekeeper, the man at the crossroads. That wasn't the man at the crossroads. That wasn't a gatekeeper. That was a trickster energy posing as the gatekeeper, posing as an Orisha. That wasn't a real Orisha. Orishas don't move like that. They would never. The lovers. Yeah, trying to bind lovers. Okay. Clarify. Louisiana, y'all got to really get it together because something is about to crack. The chariot in the reverse. Okay. Clarify. I just heard they're drowning in sorrow. Power, strength, Lionsgate energy. Python spirit. Clarify this Python spirit. 9 of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to slow you down. It's the worst thing that they could ever do. Whoever this is currently trying to slow you down, collective, they're going to get their feelings hurt. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Didn't I just say drowning underwater? Ocean above your head. They don't even see it coming. You got the 10 of Cups. Clarify Python spirit. Intuition, trying to block your intuition. Every time they try to block our intuition, we become more intuitive. We become more discerning. This is the counteractive energy. This is how we've counteracted the curses. Page of Wands. Somebody's trying to tap in and get your information. Give me current energy. Nine of Cups. They're mad. If somebody's doing divination, okay, they have no business tapping into your energy. Queen of Swords energy, you're speaking the truth, and the Nine of Cups. They know that you're getting your wishes fulfilled. They don't have to go get a reading to find that out. They know your wishes are being fulfilled. You had a lot of witches that wanted to share in your intuition because you are a supernatural being. That's fine. They can share in divine providence. You know, we're not selfish with the divine spark. Creator's not just for us, creator's for everybody. But here's what they can't see. They got to go through the same things to get to that level. It's levels to this. You can't cheat. It's no cheat code, baby. You got to work. Look, and right now, they're being sent back to the womb to start over. Some of them are being sent back to the moment of conception. When the sperm hit the ovum, to remember. You remember what you came here to do? Eight of Pentacles. Start over. Trying to hitch a ride, trying to hijack your soul, trying to catch a ride to the north. No, bitch, flip this damn chariot over. If you don't get your ass up out the way, didn't we tell you get out the way? Now they in spiritual court crying. They ran us over. We're so turned over. We lost our way. Yeah, you stupid. Sit your dumb ass down. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. These are badass children pretending to be adults. They're being demoted back to the womb, back to the remembering, back to triple darkness. Hey, start your bum ass over. You didn't come here to do that. Wherever you lost your way, go get yourself. Wherever you lost your soul, go find it. Can you come with me? Hell no. You're going to go on your own. Didn't you want to share in this intuition? Don't you want to share? You kept trying to come up here and steal our alchemist energy, our alchemy, our alchemist. Thank you, Spirit. I'm getting all kinds of downloads, science, biology. You wanted it. That's what's up. We're going to give it to you. But guess what? You got to start over. And you won't catch up with us because you got too much work to do. You got too much work to do. Too much stuff is on your plate to decipher, separate, and or divide by way of what needs to be alchemized. They got to start over. They got to go back to the womb. They got to go back to where they lost themselves. Clarify. Ascendance. That's the only way to ascend. I want the 10 of Pentacles. I want the 10 of Cups. I want to be the high priestess. I want to be the empress and the emperor. That's fine. Okay. Ready? On your mark. Get set. Go. You've been demoted. Start over. Go pick up the pieces and figure it out. I just heard Newark, New Jersey. You got witches all up in the thing, all kinds of stuff. Somebody's near a body of water, Six of Swords. Okay. A lake. Ace of Wands. Oh, they played around. Whatever this marine spirit energy is, the Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords, oh, y'all played too much. We got big Olokun energy coming through. Thank you, Olokun. What's going on? Yeah, they tried to drop you into the abyss. You got jars in the ocean, offerings at the ocean, marine spirit stuff, succubus energy, stuff that they not listen. When I tell you it's being flooded out, it's being flooded out. This is how they wanted to leave you. They wanted you exiled. They wanted you drowning. Not just drowning, not in clear blue waters. You know, clear blue waters is beautiful. You could see the bottom. You could see the white sands, the black sands, wherever you go with the clear blue water. No, they wanted to drop you into the swamp. They wanted to put you in filthy, murky water with the gators. I just heard collective say, see you later, alligator. You climbed up out the swamp. You flew up out the water. They tried to chain you They wanted to pain you. They wanted to give you pain, physical pain. Listen, exile. This is what Olokun is saying. With no ability to ever recover and or heal. Because according to them, you're not divine. So they went for your mind. Worst thing they could have done with the 9 of Swords. Clarify. Whoever this dark ass practitioner is, this Taurus energy, you're next. Clarify. 5 of Cups in the reverse. Oh, whatever that marine spirit that you use, that whatever you got going on, it's about to drain the shit out of you. Same way you tried to come for the divine feminine, divine masculine. Oh, excuse me. The same way you tried to come for the divine feminine and divine masculine, it's about to drain the shit out of you. Look at the cups in the reverse. Hierophant in the reverse. If this is not a Taurus energy, this is just a dark practitioner who's ungrounded and all they do is work with dark ass energies. 9 of Swords. The goal was to make you go crazy, basically. Have you so tormented with the voodoo, and then they wanted to attach something onto you that would steal your peace, steal your joy, steal your light, and leave you bound in a dark, murky swamp in the abyss. 9 of Swords. They wanted you to be in diverse territory, stuck in a rut. Clarify this Hierophant in the reverse. You still don't know how to sit your bum ass down, the Wheel of Fortune, because they're desperate. They're desperate for this Wheel of Fortune. Show me this person. Show me this Hierophant in the reverse. Oh, it's an earth. It's not even an earth angel. Somebody's trying to steal from an earth angel. Mr. Ace of Swords is a liar. It's in the reverse. Taurus energy. Somebody wants your abundance. They want to feed off of your Wheel of Fortune. The King of Wands. Somebody's birthday is in April. It's an April Taurus. And there's an August Leo and Virgo here. Page of Cups energy. They want to kiss your ass. Now they're setting up altars right now to praise you. See how ass backward these people are? They got pictures, altars, love candles. They're worshiping you. I need to praise you like I should. Praise you. Every single altar that's got our pictures on it is null and void. It's connected to delusions of grandeur, that what they're doing is going to work. And the Creator is saying, if that's what they need to believe in order to get to me, I'm going to let them, but I'm also going to show them themselves. What they want, they can't even handle. What they think they want, they don't even know how to manage. Now they want to come to the winning team. Now they're trying to undo the hex, but the spirits that they called on are not responding to them. So now they're doing love spells, making love offerings, praising, worshiping earth angels, still all the way ass backwards. You're not supposed to worship no earth angels. Some of them feel like you are the divine in this earth. They're like, Creator? Because of everything that they tried to do, even when they tried to throw you to the gators, you said, adios, alligator. I'm not going to see you later, but they will. Give me current energy on this person. Heavily invested, earth magic, still trying their hand. They still feel like they got a chance. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's a whole liar. 4 of Pentacles. Why? Because the goal is to harvest. That's why. Give me current energy on this person that's about to get judgment with your weird ass self. 4 of Wands, Aries energy. Somebody's birthday's in April. Somebody's a cusper, okay? Somebody's birthday could be like April 19th, 18th, 19th, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, something like that. They really are a Knight of Pentacles. They made a very serious mistake. So now they're offering to everything they can offer to. Somebody worships the Orisha. They worship the Orisha. We don't worship the Orisha. This level of ignorance has got to stop. The Orisha is an embodiment of controlling your consciousness, accessing everything within you, your universe within. All this external activity asking for external results, but lacking introspection and understanding is bum spiritual behavior. We don't worship the Orisha. We don't worship the ancestors. We pay homage to them, which means we recognize them as the forces of nature, deities of the Most High God. And they're represented through the elementals: earth, air, fire, wind, and water. Somebody is worshiping these deities. Now, some of these people are worshiping demons, and they think it's the Orisha. The Orisha don't move like that. If this person gives an offering to Shango, and this person over here gives an offering to Shango, and this person's offering is bigger, and Shango shows favor to this person because of the offering and not to this person, and you got two people that are either trying to attack one another or whatever, that's not divine. There's no favoritism. The offering is one's intentions. The offering is upholding the law. The offering is presenting yourself to be that of something righteous. The offering is your daily work. The offering is what you're giving to humanity by way of good intentions. Because if these spirit guides are assigned to you, they know where to find you. Chasing waterfalls, but refusing to stick to the ponds and the lakes that you're used to is only going to get you in spiritual trouble. Somebody just figured out that the reason that Aleke broke is because your ancestors are pissed off that you worshiping something that's not of God. You pay homage to these deities. You recognize them. You know that they are there. They are there to make sure that things are all fair and square. Most High God put them in place. You don't worship Anubis. Your altar is not being recognized because what's within you is something that is out of order. You spend more time setting up your altar than you do your inner man, your inner woman. That's crazy. That's out of order. And you know what's really chapping their hides with this alchemist energy and chosen one energy? We ain't got to do none of that. None of it. You're the alchemist, the magician. We ain't got to do none of that. I just heard been there, done that. 7 of Cups in a reverse. Some of these people are exhausted, going broke, spending all their last money on those offerings, on those altars, trying to alter reality when reality is they're not keeping it real. Nothing that they're doing is real. None of it matters. None of it resonates. The jar spells ain't working. The voodoo dolls ain't working. Projections ain't working. The mirror magic ain't working. Every time they look in the mirror and trying to see us, they see themselves and they don't like what they see. Now it's time for them to look into the own darkness of their soul and see within. Bound to the dark. Stay your ass in the dark until you get consumed by it, till you're not afraid of it. And when I mean afraid of it, I mean afraid of what's done in the dark coming to the light. That's what I mean. They're afraid that what they did in the dark is coming to the light. They would rather keep that stuff in the past. But wait a minute, we got all this stuff in the closet. In the closet, that's your stuff. Them skeletons, we not touching that. 10 of Wands, stressed out, weighed down. Clarify. Yeah, I just heard that's my spiritual work. Your offerings is through action. It's through humility for humanity. When I mean humility, if God tells you to build a boat and there's been a drought and you got a download to build a boat, you're going to build a boat, even if you look like the fool, even if it looks like you're being humiliated. But 3 days later, the rain comes and floods that bitch out. It's giving Noah's energy, Noah's ark. That's trusting the divine. People may have laughed like, what the hell are you doing over there building the damn boat? We ain't seen rain in 10 years. Most High God told me it's about the rain. Most High God said, I'm sending rain for the crops, for the harvest. The earth needs water. We got to cool down the spirits in the earth. You know, there's spirits that are buried in the earth. We got to cool down the spirits in the earth. Most High God is sending water, so I'm going to build a boat and be obedient. That's the humiliation. That's the humanity. Y'all want to get on the boat? You can. You don't want to get on the boat? Okay, cool. I'm going to build this boat. Don't say I didn't tell you. Now y'all out there drowning in the abyss. All them sea witches. It's a lot of sea witches, okay? I seen you bitches in a dream last night. 8 of Wands, drowning, floating to the top. 7 of Wands and the 6 of Swords fell right on top of the water. Seen them drowning. It's a lot of dark witches that were working with marine spirits. But what they did was they pissed off marine life. Leave the mermaids alone. Along the coast of Haiti, leave the mermaids alone. That's their world. That's their place. Leave them alone. Lake Lanier is no longer taking requests. Those spirits are not confused about what it is that they need to do. Things have been made clear to them. There are real oracles and messengers walking this earth that are telling you the truth about what to do. All the witches over in Georgia that kept going to Lake Lanier to cross up people's love lives, dealing with water spirits. No, those are spirits in the water. And if you know, then you know about Lake Lanier. All that stuff is being flooded out. All of it's being uprooted. There's no more spirits there for you to offer anything to. Going to the ocean, offering stuff to Oshun, calling out for love with the altar that's immaculate, but you don't love yourself, don't make no sense. You got to activate Oshun within you, if that's your bloodline, if that's your lineage. And if Oshun want to work with you, she'll find you. A lot of people was chasing waterfalls. Y'all just heard with my Oshun energy. Y'all heard stuff on a song. You saw Queen Bee sing about the Orisha and you went chasing waterfalls. It don't work like that. A lot of people thought they were initiated into things. It don't work like that. You can't pay for spiritual rank. Most High God is like, why are you over here spending all this money? Why are you over here doing all of this when everything that you want, I give it to you for free? All you got to do is focus on me. Those deities, those gods, those whatever, they don't move unless I say. I am the great I am. I am the Alpha and the beginning. I mean, the Alpha and the Omega. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I am the beginning and the end, of which there is no end. There's only eternity. So what the hell are you over there doing? Binding yourself to death? The world, it's over. And when something is over, there's a new beginning for the taking for those people that did the work. Whoever this King of Pentacles is Gemini energy, this Taurus energy, Aries energy. It appears as though there's a couple of men out here doing love spells over feminists. These are false twins. False twin and twin and twin flame contracts are all under investigation by the Creator. These are very powerful contracts. It's more than just romance. It's about divine work that needs to be done. How do you get your twin? Do the work. Do God's work. Do it God's way. Don't cut no corners. There's no shortcuts. I don't care who's telling you what. These practitioners are already going to hell. They just want to see how many people they could take with them. So anybody going to a practitioner, if there's practitioners that are watching, you know what's going on. You sitting up looking stupid. You know how I know? Because you're watching us. I thought you was that one. That witch in New York is really pissed off. Poverty. Somebody paid for spell work. Somebody even traveled outside of the country. All that money, all that taking a trip, only to come around and run in a circle. You took a trip only to trip over your own ego. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. 3 of Wands. What's this energy, Holy Spirit? 2 of Cups. Somebody's trying to get a wealthy guy to be with them. Just a heads up. It's a Queen of Cups, water sign energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and energy. They want a reconciliation, and they're making offerings to some type of worker that's somewhere in, what did I just hear? Montego Bay. Somebody could be an islander. Okay. 5 of Swords. And they're doing a little sneaky work. All that shit's gonna backfire. There's somebody that got some money. The Empress energy. Clarify. The Chariot. They're always on the move, always traveling. Clarify. What kind of work you doing over there? Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's got money to do their spell work. 10 of Cups. They're coming up as a royal lineage. Who's paying for the work? 2 of Wands. Somebody's got to travel. Somebody's doing this out of the country. Jamaica, Montego Bay. Somebody's traveling. Okay, what's the 5 of Swords? 8 of Wands. There's communication. What's the communication? Page of Wands. Somebody's getting a reading or doing some type of divination, and they're traveling. Somebody's catching a flight. Somebody's got money. Queen of Pentacles energy. Empress energy. Queen of Cups. What's the 5 of Swords energy? Somebody wants to be with an athlete. 5 of Cups. Scorpio. It's a Scorpio. They know better. They look stupid. Clarify. I just heard we gonna make you into the Empress. Child, bye. Any spiritual worker telling you that, good luck with that. There's nothing better than self-improvement. You can do that for free. You can tap in. You can talk to the divine. It's life-saving information. This is free game. Take it, download it. If you know what's good for you, I can't tell you what to do. I can only suggest it. That's my best suggestion. 5 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. This is somebody that went over there to get some work done because they want to come up like this. 2 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Empress. 5 of Swords, though. They're sneaky. Somebody says, we'll turn you into the person. We'll turn you into the person that this person wants to be with because they want to reconcile. Somebody wants to marry into wealth. And whoever they are, they have their own money. Somebody has their own bag. She's got her own. That's what I just heard. 5 of Swords. Y'all being called out. Somebody's in California. It's a Scorpio. Somebody's in Temecula, California, or somewhere in the Bay or the Valley or whatever this is. Riverside County, Moreno Valley. Doesn't matter where the hell they're at. We see you. Okay. 5 of Swords. You went basically, and you went through some heavy ceremonial practices too. Whoever you got working over there, it's a bunch of women, high priestess women. They said, we'll make you the chosen one. We're going to make you that one. But now you're in the 5 of Cups. Why? Because you broke spiritual law. All you had to do was improve yourself. You spent all that money, all that time traveling. All you had to do was improve yourself. 5 of Cups energy, 5 of Swords energy, trying to hold somebody back. You're under severe judgment. Because when you went and got that work done for them to make you the Empress, make you the Queen of Cups, make you, turn you into all this stuff. Somebody was like adorning somebody with some type of high vibrational energy. You upset the bloodlines because again, this is not the way you get to spiritual ascension. Stop buying spiritual ascension. Stop chasing waterfalls. Stick to the lake and the river. Then you get to the high current. Then you get to Niagara Falls. Then you learn how to swim in the ocean. But stick to the little lake. Somebody was chasing the ocean. Somebody was chasing this image, this energy, judgment. Now they're mad because they got to keep paying. Why? Because how is somebody going to make you into being the right person? They can encourage you, but nothing, no practice, no ceremony will go further for you than your own ori. Somebody's under severe judgment. Was this a destiny swap? I don't know, but they paid a whole bunch of money, honey. Somebody got a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. A lot. A lot. Bound to those contracts. Bound to those spirits. Clarify, they're under judgment though. They upset somebody's bloodline. Maybe their own bloodline. Something goes from being a celebration to the Three of Cups. It's always temporary. First couple of days, 10 days, you're feeling good. They're doing work on you. Okay, now all of a sudden, you don't feel the high vibration no more. You paying for high vibration and you paying a shitload of money. Three of Cups in the reverse. What happened? Somebody's not satisfied now. What happened? Five of Pentacles. It seems as though they could be getting abandoned by these people that were doing work for them. Jamaica. I keep hearing Montego Bay. Somebody's got a practitioner out there. It's a lot of high vibrational women too. They took this person's money. They did the work. Okay, this is how this person was showing up as the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, but the Five of Pentacles is being abandoned, possibly even by a third party. It's like doing a love spell over somebody so heavy, trying to bind them, get them to be your Two of Cups so much that the love spell ends up working and they go towards their real person. Imagine doing a love spell on somebody and they end up falling in love with the person they're supposed to fall in love with because they're emanating pure love. And the person that's doing the love spell is so insecure, they're trying to be made into being the Empress instead of doing the work. Being the Empress is no joke. You got to be the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. You got to be all the elements. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's got money though. What's the Five of Pentacles? Clarify. They feel like this person is leaving them out in the cold. Yeah, this shit is over. Tower energy. Big Scorpio energy in the building. Okay. Tower energy, Five of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Three of Cups in the reverse. Somebody did a love spell on somebody and they ended up cheating on them and falling in love with the third party. That's their person. That's why. See how the ancestors play with your bum ass? Go do the work. Go do your homework. You spent all that money. Clarify. Yeah, I just heard you could have fed a small village with that. Nine of Cups. This was your only wish fulfillment? You didn't have no other wishes, huh? You didn't tell them to do a self-love spell on you. Can you help me more with self-love? You spent all that money to get somebody else to love you. They ended up running off with the third party. They didn't run off with the third party. They gravitated towards pure love. It ain't no running off. When somebody's trying to bind you to a spell, somebody went towards their person. That's what happened. Clarify what's going on here, Spirit. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. They gave an offer to somebody else. That's what they did because that's where they resonate. And you had these people praying night and day. You know what they were doing? They were praying. But the way the ancestors did this, the way the spirits decided. The spirit realm decided. Nine of Pentacles and a Knight of Pentacles is somebody that's single, successful, and sufficient. Somebody could wear a suit. Somebody could wear a brim hat. Somebody could be wearing Theory McClure. Something like that. Tailored fit. Somebody might like prosciutto. I don't know why I'm getting all that. Sun energy. This is a grown-ass person here. This man is fine as hell, honey. Somebody could be 6'5", 6'4", 6'2". Sun energy. And he manifests things. He's very divinely protected. Of course you want to tie into his bloodline. Of course you want to have a baby. This man is single, self-sufficient, Three of Cups in the reverse. And now the more this woman does spell work, and this is somebody that has some powerful practitioners. But see, this is the thing. The power of love is more powerful than any spell work that anybody can do on you. This man moved towards love and it put him in a position where now he's moving towards somebody that is fit for him by way of his vibration. He's a master manifester. He's calling in pure love. Just imagine you got people praying day and night because all this money that somebody gave, oh, these practitioners was praying, honey. 21 days. We're going to make you the one. Is this my soulmate? Is that my person? No, but we're going to make him your person. Can't nobody make nobody your person. Careful what you do. Careful who you want to make your person because that might put you in the Five of Cups. You got to keep paying that money now You bound to those spirits that you petition, and now you're obsessed with this person because you wanted them obsessed with you. Ain't that what you told the spirits to do? Nine of Pentacles, Six of Wands. This man has a victory over his own heart. Love spells can't work on people that have a victory over their own heart, that truly love themselves. What it's going to do every time you do that love spell, it's going to push them further and further and further and further towards true love. Because doing a love spell, trying to bind somebody, trying to make yourself who you need to be in order to mirror somebody else's pure love is only going to put you in the Five of Cups, because you're going to see yourself as insecure. You can't unsee it. You got to peel back all the layers. You got to peel back all the layers, all the illusions, all of that, and you're going to see who you are. The more you do this love spell, you're going to see your insecurities, how desperate you really are, that you were willing to buy love. Money can't buy you love. It can, but you're on a timer. You're paying for a prostitute, and you're paying for lust. That's not love. It's temporary. Once you have that orgasm, it's over, and you're still empty and by yourself, and you didn't spend all that money for a piece of ass. I'm just saying, that's just how it is. Seven of Swords and the Magician. Somebody didn't think that this secret was going to come out. Okay. They want this man real bad, honey. Oh, they've done all kinds of rituals, honey, over his wand and everything else, honey, to bind it, to stop it. Eight of Swords. Oh yeah, you got into some real nasty stuff. And then you said, make me the Empress. You got money too. I'd be embarrassed if I listen, this is too much. Yeah, sex magic. Okay. Obsessed with this man. Wants this man. Anyway, what else, Holy Spirit? What else is going on? The Star in the reverse. Looks like somebody's not going to have a baby with somebody that they wanted to have a baby with, a bloodline that they wanted to tie into. It ain't going to happen because their bloodline is not going to allow it. Somebody got some practitioners. Do you hear me? Clarify Montego Bay. They got some doggone practitioners. Look, and they paid them some money. The Emperor and the Ace of Pentacles, these are men too. Somebody got women practitioners. Oh no, this is a man. Ace of Pentacles, clarify this, Montego Bay. They could be sleeping with him too. Y'all, people like this are crazy to me. They're funny. Knight of Wands in the reverse. They're sleeping with the practitioner, but the practitioner's doing work to help them get another man. What's the Knight of Wands in the reverse? Or is that just a warlock? Clarify Montego Bay. Seven of Cups. Got them under a whole illusion. A whole doggone spell. Whoever this feminine energy is that's paying for this athlete. I feel like he's an athlete or a man of status. Clarify athlete. Yeah, I just heard 5 golden rings. Somebody could have some championships. Somebody's an athlete. Somebody's like well known. Okay. 7 of Swords, but he's keeping her a secret. She's a hookup. Yeah, this man is not interested in this person. Somebody's like trying to make themselves be the one. 7 of Cups. The Montego Bay practitioner, this man that this person paid to bind this man and get with this man or whatever they got going on to make them the Empress, or somebody could have paid some women too. It's like somebody paid for something, but they're sleeping with a practitioner over here. Knight of Wands in the reverse, the 7 of Cups. Had them under a whole illusion. Lord have mercy. 7 of Swords. This is a sneaky link. This is somebody that's like, don't say my name. Don't mention my name to nobody like that. Okay, we hooked up, whatever. Okay. Somebody wants this person real bad. Clarify Montego Bay. 8 of Swords in the reverse. The spell broke. The curse has been broken. Whatever it was, whatever this spellcaster, a very dark man, a very dark melanated man that works with herbs. Somebody works with herbs and water and I don't know, cleansings or whatever this is. Knight of Wands in the reverse. They kept this feminine bound because she's a cash cow. Now she's in the 5 of Pentacles. She spent a lot of money and she's in the 5 of Cups and the spell broke. 8 of Swords in the reverse. This athlete can see very clearly now. The 2 of Swords in the reverse. She may have been paying to draw this man in for a couple of hookups. Maybe he was hooking up with her. It was a spell work. But 2 of Swords in the reverse, he doesn't want this anymore. He's not confused. 8 of Swords, he's not bound. He's not promiscuous. Clarify. Somebody was having sex with their practitioner as well. Queen of Wands energy. Clarify this man. Athlete. Four of Cups. Something about missing an opportunity. He doesn't want that cup. Clarify this athlete. What's going on? Yeah, he's protecting himself. Guarded. Wounded warrior. Recovering. There's your breakup. Three of Swords. Show me this athlete. Seven of Pentacles. The Hierophant. He's investing in a high level marriage, or he could have just all of a sudden gotten religious. Like something about his spirituality, something about his bloodline calling him to higher honor. Three of Cups in a reverse is like side piece activity. Seven of Swords, it's a sneaky link. And a sneaky link was doing spell work who's saying, I need this practitioner to make me the Two of Cups. I need him to choose me. He ended up not choosing her. It's a Tower. He broke free from the spell. Two of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Swords. The Star in the reverse. Somebody tried to get pregnant by him. That didn't work. Now they're in the Five of Cups. Clarify this feminine that spent all this money. I just heard she's a Jezebel. Strength. Clarify this feminine that spent all this money. She's a Jezebel. Look. She comes off strong, independent, whatever, self-sufficient. Mentally, she's messed up. She's got mental issues, mother issues, father issues, childhood issues. We've all had issues. Work through your shit. Sit your ass down. Take a nap. Dream about your best version of yourself and stop paying people to try to make you the empress when you're not. Deal with your shit. You know why I could talk like that? Because I done walked through some hills that people couldn't even walk through one day. That's why you should never try on nobody's shoes. Don't put nobody else's shoes on. This is her mental hill that she created. After all the money spent, after all the practitioners, after all the traveling, after all of that, you still end up having to face yourself. Face the little girl within you that feels wounded by your father and your mother and whatever else you got going on in your life. Somebody got hooked on a sneaky link and then they tried to bind the person. You got people praying for you and trying to make you the empress, but you don't want to do the work, and you really are the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles has nothing to do with money because somebody has money. Five of Pentacles is about having a piss poor spirit, a piss poor soul, starving your soul out, mad, looking at your phone, and now this spell work has been done, and you looking at the phone and he ain't calling not one bit. Why? Because it repelled him. While you were doing spell work over that man, he was being called to high honor. That's why all these twin flame dynamics and soulmate contracts are under the biggest investigation you've ever seen. All that doppelganger, copycat, I want to be her, I want to wear her skin, all that weird, I want to be him and this and that, all that, that's over. Everybody is being seen. That eclipse energy is accessible all the time. The eclipse energy is showing everybody in real time what they look like, what they smell like, who they are. Can't fake it. Can't be me, and I don't want to be you. That's what the collective said. This does conclude this message. This was a little lengthy, you know. I didn't know it was going to go this deep, but I feel like it needed to be said. Thank you, Divine Creator, for allowing me to channel this energy. Thank you for seeing me as somebody that can be used by the divine for divination. Thank you for the cards. Thank you for everybody that's watching. Thank you for the stars that tapped in to channel this energy. I am eternally grateful. I always will be. And I will close every single door that we open. This is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. If you felt triggered, if you felt hurt, if you felt pain, pray about that. I hope you get the answers to what it is that you want, because this truth has no ill intentions attached to it. Therefore, any ill intentions trying to attach to this reading, this platform, me, myself, my spirit team will simply have to face that judgment. 'Twas the night before judgment. And that's the truth. I love y'all, okay? Until then, peace be with you.